Hi everyone, I am Sindhu and I welcome to the Tf-Idf session using Python today. Before jumping into the code, let us see a brief description on what is meant by Tf-Idf and where it is used. By the way, if you are interested in forming a word cloud using Python or R, you can watch our previous video that gives a detailed explanation of it. You can find the link in the description below. Okay, now let's see what is Tf-Idf. Tf-Idf stands for term frequency and inverse document frequency, also called as Tf-Idf weight. This weight is a statistical measure used to evaluate how important a word is in a set of documents or what we call it as corpus. To understand this concept better, let us see a small example. Consider a set of comments for a smartphone product like the one below. Wonderful smartphone under 10,000. Smartphone is very bad. Best smartphone of the year, very good. Smartphone is very good. You already know that review is going to be for the smartphone and you want to know whether the smartphone is good or bad from these reviews. There are various methods to do this and one of the simple method is Tf-Idf. The first stage in this method is to calculate term frequency. But before calculating the term frequency, we must know what does a term means, right? Terms are unique words present from our comments. So, the unique terms in our comments are wonderful, good, smartphone, under, 10,000, is, very, bad, best of the year. And what are documents? Documents is nothing but the comments we have had under review. So here we have four comments or otherwise four documents. Let's move into an Excel sheet to understand the calculation better. The first step is to see if a word is present in a document or not. Arrange the terms in rows and documents in columns. If a term is present in a document, then indicate it as 1, otherwise indicate it as 0. Explaining 3 to 4 words here. So you can see that smartphone is present here. So I'm just putting as 1 and wonderful is present here. So here it is 1 and in the next document it is 0. Similarly, good is present here. So it's 1 and in the next document it is 0. So this way we have calculated the presence of a word across the documents. Now the next step is to find the term frequency. Term frequency is calculated by the formula number of times the term T appears in a document by the total number of terms in the document. So in the first comment we see the word wonderful appear one time and we have 4 terms in document 1. So divide 1 by 4 to get the term frequency of the word wonderful in document 1. Let us take another word smartphone. It appears one time in document 1 and we have 4 terms in document. It is 1 by 4 in document 1. Similarly, it will be 1 by 4 for document 2 and 1 by 7 for document 3 because document 3 has 7 terms in it and 1 by 4 for document 4. Got it? The third step is to calculate inverse document frequency. This is an important step and very easy one too. We can calculate IDF using the following formula. Natural log or log of base 2. Total number of documents by the number of documents with term T in it. We know that the total number of documents as 4. So for the word wonderful, the IDF score will be ln 4 by 1 because word wonderful appeared one time across the document. Now take another word smartphone. The IDF score will be ln of 4 by 4 because word smartphone appeared across all document. So you can notice that ln of 4 by 4 will be ln of 1, which will be 0, indicates that the term is occurring too frequently and we are penalizing it for that. So now the next step is to calculate Tf-Idf score for each term and document. So multiply TF with IDF for each word in each document and arrive at a TF-IDF score. To know the total score of a particular term, just add the TF-IDF scores of a particular term across documents. The total score gives the weighted score of each term. The last step is to sort these weighted scores in descending order and see which words are important in these documents. Notice that we are using the word important and not frequent. If we have used the word frequent, then the word smartphone would have come out as top. We can notice that the words like wonderful, best, under, 10,000 describe that smartphone is good under a price tag of 10,000. So we got the answer that the smartphone under review is good to be bought, right? Great. Before moving into the code base, let us quickly see where this method is used. Now, where it is used, you may be surprised that Tf-Idf weights are widely used in search engines like Google to determine the list or corpus of web pages that are relevant to your search query. Sounds interesting, isn't it? So, what really happens is that when we enter a query in search engine like Google, it briefly does two things. One is determines how trustworthy and reputable a given website is. The second is whether the input query entered by the user is matching the relevant documents, that is, website pages and scores them. Based on the score priority, it fetches the results. So, basically, the keywords used in a website plays a really important role as it determines whether a website is listed in first page or not, and also it determines that the website rankings within a page. One thing we have to take into account is that TF-IDF result may not largely differ from a normal word frequency, but using a word with higher importance than with higher frequency may rank a website little higher, which is very important in search engine optimization. Having a website listed as a first result instead of third result or in second page makes a huge difference, isn't it? The next application is to tag the reviews or comments in an e-commerce site or in a blog. Consider websites like Amazon or Flipkart. If you see a review for a product, you can see tags like the one below, right? So, how does Amazon do it? It cannot be done manually because you can see there are 78,000 odd reviews for this product. So, one of the methods they would have deployed to get this tag would be Tf-Idf. One more application I would like to highlight is using Tf-Idf in chatbot system. In chatbot, basically what we do is interact with the system, right? So, similar to Google, based on your input query, it tries to fetch the relevant response that is present in its database. So, if you ask what is the current status of coronavirus in India, it takes these keywords, searches in its database, and fetches a relevant result. I think we have gone through enough concepts and use cases for Tf-Idf. We took so much time there because concepts are very important than the code itself. Because as you can see later, some 5 to 10 lines of code can fetch you the results. Let us move to the Python code now. If you had seen our previous session, we would have used SMS dataset that contains a list of spam comments. We are going to use the same here as well. We are reading the SMS dataset file and loading it into a data frame as shown. Then we can view the loaded data frame below. Next is the process of text cleaning, where we have started by filtering only the spam messages from the dataset, and then we have also performed list of text cleaning activities. If you want to see detailed description on each step, please check the word cloud session. After performing all the steps, we are lemmatizing the text, that is, converting the text into root words. For example, pricing, priced, pricey will be converted to root word price. This is done by comparing the word with inbuilt dictionary by using NLTK stem wordnet lemmatizer. Now let's look at what we are going to exactly do in Tf-Idf section. We are going to use Tf-Idf vectorizer from sklearn package to create a vector by passing the lemmatized text column of the data frame. We are creating a data frame with the documents and the Tf-Idf weights for all the unique words across the documents. We can see the same below here as shown. As you can see, the word ABTA is present in document 9, so there is a weight associated for it in the document. For other documents here, it is 0 as we can see. Now, we have Tf-Idf scores for each of the terms across the documents, right? The next step is to sum the Tf-Idf scores for each term across the documents. After adding, we can also sort it to see the important terms across the documents. Now, as an optional step, we will convert this to a data frame and give some column names to the word and ranking for the terms. Converting it into a data frame will help us visualize the data a lot better. We have plotted a bar chart so as to visualize it. We can see that there is an exponential decrease in the ranks as the words shown below. Since it is clumsy, we are not able to read the words in the graph below. We can have a better visualization when we take the few terms and plot it, which we will see below. For comparison purposes, let us also try to find out the term frequency without weighted Tf-Idf in the below step. We can see that there is a change in some order of words when compared to the weighted Tf-Idf. To visualize better, let us use the bar chart and plot it side by side. To plot it side by side, we are using subplots to have two parts of visualization area. Here, 1, 2 divides the visualization area as one row and two columns. Now, let's execute both the bar plots and we can see the plots now. The left side bar chart is the one with term frequency without any weighted Tf-Idf, and the right one is the one with the Tf-Idf weight. If you see the left side, call, text, free, win, mobile are the top terms, but on the right side, the one going with Tf-Idf weights, call, win, text, free, price are the top terms. Although some terms are common, it is important to see the order of the terms differ, which plays a very crucial role in lot of applications. Also, certain words like award, which is present in Tf-Idf top 10, is not present with term frequency 1. So, this can act as a differentiator between a person or an organization who knows Tf-Idf and who doesn't. Okay, I think you got an exhaustive coverage of Tf-Idf today. If you have any doubts, please post it in the comments. We'll be happy to reply back. If you like our video, please like it, and if you want further updates, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon. Also, the datasets and the codes are loaded in GitHub so you can have a look at the same. And also, as an add-on, we have uploaded a portion of Amazon dataset of Kindle reviews. You can try Tf-Idf with that as well. Do let us know on how it went by. In the next session, we will check on the similarity of documents using a technique called cosine similarity. It is very interesting and simple. Till our next video, it is bye from Sindhu. Bye.